Llevo años sin escuchar esta canción. Me puto fascina la canción de Dragon Age. Y si no lo habéis notado, hola gente azul, bienvenidos un día más a mi canal, soy Enea y hoy os traigo Dragon Age Origin. De los mismos creadores de Mass Effect, ese juego que también estoy subiendo a mi canal, ya he subido el 1, estoy por el 2, lo dejaré por aquí y si no, al final del vídeo. Pues Dragon Age básicamente trata sobre... es de 2008, creo recordar. Y trata sobre... bueno, ¿para qué explicarlo? Vamos a verlo, por favor. Vamos a ver este gran juego. Este juego que es la base de todos los juegos Dragon Age. De todos los juegos que vienen después de Dragon Age. Bebe mucho de... o sea, muchos juegos beben de Dragon Age. Y nada, no me quiero enrollar, solamente decir que si os gusta darle un buen likeazo, suscribirse y dejar en comentarios a ver si la habéis jugado, normalmente qué raza cogéis, todo esto. Y si os gusta la canción, tanto como me gusta a mí. Ahora sí, nos vemos durante el vídeo. ¡Hasta luego!
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven.
Luego miraré a ver si puedo hacer más grande
They
los subtítulos.
destroyed it.
Yo los veo bien, pero a lo mejor...
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
La ruina.
The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
A little bit oscuro. Luego subiré un poco a los enanos.
Until the Grey Wardens came.
The Grey Wardens.
Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness,
Sí.
and prevailed.
Cuidado. Mírame ahí. Un enanillo. Ah, toma el viento.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes
¿Quién será
have
este señor?
forgotten.
No lo sé.
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Maker. Ay. El trasfondo que elijas determinará cuál de las 6 historias iniciales vivirás. 6. No una, ni 2, ni 3. 6. También afectará a las respuestas de muchos personajes del juego. Ojo, ojo al piojo. Vale. Obviamente, género femenino, no porque yo sé... Da igual. Género femenino. Perfecto. Podemos elegir raza, como ya he dicho antes. Que podemos ser humana. ¿Por qué la humana es más alta? Siempre me lo he preguntado. Es como, ¿qué necesidad? ¿Y el tío es más alto? ¿Qué necesidad? Es incluso más alta que la elfa. ¿Por qué los tíos son más altos? Yo soy más alta que los tíos normales. Da igual. Conclusión. Conclusión. Podemos ser humana, que los humanos construyen más numerosas... Yo hablando en mi idioma. Los humanos constituyen los más numerosos de las razas, pero también los más divididos. Solo en 4 ocasiones se han unido bajo una causa común y la última de ellas data de hace siglos. Ok. Muy típico de los humanos. La religión y la capilla desempeñan un importante papel en la sociedad humana. Y los distinguen culturalmente de los elfos y los enanos más que cualquier otra cosa. Los humanos pueden ser guerrero, pícaro o mago. Beneficios raciales, uno de fuerza, uno de destreza, uno de astucia y uno de voluntad. Vale. Y podemos ser, como he dicho, noble humano, mago o noble humano también, pero en plan de... Vale, podemos ser noble humano. Es lo único que esto. Noble humano, que es guerrera o pica, o maga. Vamos a ver, la riqueza y el poder que te ha otorgado tu derecho de nacimiento solo son inferiores a los de la realeza. Y has tenido que poner a prueba tus dotes diplomáticas y militares. ¿Cuándo? Uy, qué bostezo más tonto. Cuando tu hermano ha conducido al grueso de las fuerzas militares, de las fuerzas familiares a la guerra en el sur. Ok, y este es el mismo trasfondo. Vale, perfecto. Luego, mago. Los magos, tengo que decir que están encerrados en una torre, pero no más spoilers. Posees un poder tan peligroso como potente, pues sabes que la magia es una maldición para aquellos que no consiguen controlarla. Esperas tu angustia con ansiedad, pues será tu oportunidad para medirte con los demonios que acechan dentro y fuera de ti. Si no tienes éxito, morirás a manos de los caballeros que protegen al mundo de los seres como tú. Los templarios. Vale, y estos son raza humana. Vale, me voy a la raza elfa. Que puede ser tanto guerrero, como pícara, como maga. Maga es la misma base que la humana. Aquí podemos ser elfo dalisiano, que es elfos que viven en el bosque, libres y salvajes, por así decir, salvajes. Y el elfo urbano, que es los que viven con los humanos que han sido esclavizados. Siempre has vivido bajo el férreo yugo de tus señores humanos. Pero cuando un señor local reclamó su privilegio con la novia y arruinó tu boda, las tensiones raciales reprimidas explotaron en una ansia de venganza. O el dalisiano, que es orgulloso de tu papel como miembro de los pocos elfos auténticos. Siempre has asumido que pasarías toda tu vida con la tribu, hasta que, por casualidad, tu tribu encontró una reliquia del pasado de los tuyos y ahora corres el riesgo de alejarte de todo lo que has conocido. Vale, y también podemos ser maga, pero como somos magos, estamos encerrados. Da igual ser maga, da igual qué raza seas, vas a estar encerrada en la torre. Vale, y enana. Podemos ser enana, mírala. Qué bonita que es ella. Los enanos se encuentran adscritos a su casta y tradición y llevan generaciones perdiendo la guerra por proteger de los engendros tenebrosos la última fortaleza de lo que en los tiempos fuera un vasto imperio subterráneo. Los enanos son muy robustos y presentan una elevada resistencia a todas las formas de magia, lo que les impide convertirse en magos. Una putada, la verdad. Beneficios raciales: uno de fuerza, uno de destreza, 2 constitución, 10 de resistencia mágica hostil. O 10%, oye tú. Pues a lo mejor no es. ¿Y esto qué es? ¿Qué le da? 2 de voluntad y 2 de magia. Pues no sé. A ver, yo suelo siempre... No, en verdad he jugado las 3 razas. Me da igual. Así, en plan, que me apetezca a mí ahora. Humana siempre es la que no me motiva mucho jugar. A lo mejor enana. 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 ¿Enana pícara? A ver. Enana plebeya o enana noble. A ver, aquí también lo mismo, ¿no? Vale. Los guerreros, bla, 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 bla. Vale. Naciste sin casta, en una tierra en la que la casta lo es todo, y actuaste como lacayo y matón de un señor del crimen local. Toda tu vida pasó sin pena ni gloria, hasta que al azar te ofreció una oportunidad por tus acciones y no por tu nacimiento. Como vástago favorito de un rey enano, asumes el mando militar con orgullo, pero descubres que las mortales intrigas familiares son más peligrosas que el campo de batalla. Pues la verdad es que Enana me está llamando. Me llama elfa siempre. Es que yo siempre soy una elfa. A ver, siempre. Casi siempre soy elfa. Y a lo mejor me llamaría Dalisiana. Voy a ser una enana. Pícara. Plebeya. Porque... Ay, míralo, qué mono que es. Qué mona. Porque yo lo valgo. Porque yo lo puto valgo.
Oh, my spell! This isn't working. Need something else. Charmed. I lost the spell. Greetings. I cannot cast it.
Creo que me voy a quedar con violento. He dicho. Tomar por culi. Ahí le he cambiado un poco el pelo, tal, no me iba a enrollar, ¿sabes? O sea, le he cambiado el pelo, un poco las cejas, los ojos se los he puesto enormes. Y punto y pelota. Y tenemos, a ver, tenemos fuerza 11, destreza, voluntad. La voluntad representa... Vale, la voluntad supone vigor, tácticas de combate. Vale, la constitución es la vida. Pero vamos a darle una de fuerza, 2 de fuerza, una de vida. Magia, ¿para qué queremos magia? Arcano, vale. Se trata de un atributo crucial para los magos. Pues, pero en verdad esto... puta mierda, podemos quitar. O sea, no... ¿Dónde vamos a parar? Una enana con magia. ¿Dónde vamos a parar? Vale, ¿voluntad qué es? Voluntad mental. A los magos, lanzar. Para los guerreros y ladrones supone más vigor para técnicas de combate. Vale, 1. ¿Y destreza qué? Para... Destreza para dominar los estilos de combate con arco y 2 armas. Por ello, para los pícaros. Venga, va. Pues, como yo soy pícara, pues toma destreza para ti. Vale, y estos son... Ah, puedo tener venenos, es verdad. Y esto es para robo mejorado. Vale, a ver. Es que yo soy de mucho robar. Supervivencia, herbología, entrenamiento de combate. Mira, lo siento, yo primero lo demás. Lo siento, es que me tiro para el monte yo. Vale, pícaro dirige una patada rápida y poco deportiva. Vale, la ingle. Manos hábiles para abrir, para robar. Vale, sigilo. Vale. Voy a hacer... ¡Ah! Puedo más. Vale, pues... Estas. Voy a... Difícil. ¿Pesadilla o no? Está pensado para los genios tácticos que encuentran que el grado difícil es demasiado fácil. Una mucha de normal. Para sobrevivir contra la IA enemiga más agresiva tendrás que hacer un uso refinado de pausas tácticas, así como eliminar hechizos y talentos. El fuego amigo ya no se ve reducido y el grupo no se curará tan fácilmente. A lo mejor me voy a de normal. No me apetece ir muy a lo... Me voy de normal. Otra... Jugamos a difícil. ¿Qué te parece? A mí me parece.
Largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the darkspawn,
¿Tiene como tirones? Da la sensación a veces.
Below the vast
Ya no.
statues and gilded halls where the noble
acaba de tener
families
un
play
tirón.
at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve
Eso es
like
porque
their
estoy jugando
ancestors
con
before.
Windows 10 y
Below
11.
that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
Sí.
I can't keep
Ese soy yo.
gambling on you forever, precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. I
Ah,
don't
no,
want
esa
you
no
to
soy yo.
find my sister.
Why not? She knows the slope of the land.
Yo
Do
soy
what you got.
la chica. Tiene razón. Vale, es verdad. Esto lo tengo que agrandar a little bit, ¿no? Se ve como muy pequeño. Vale, tenemos la opción. Tienes razón. Hay que hacer lo que sea con tal de escapar de esta cloaca. ¿No te ha dicho que no le hablarás de ese modo a mi hermana? Te debemos todo, verás. No te daremos la espalda, no te preocupes. Si encontrará un protector, os responderá ante mí.
You told me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in a middens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold cap teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's gotta do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him.
Este tío me cae muy mal. Hermana, te protejo.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
Había entendido, no lo mates y yo... No me gusta que te
I'll
trate
treat
así.
her however I like, as long as you both eat off my plate.
Te voy a pegar en esa nariz mal formada.
To any job I decide is low enough for scum like you.
Le voy a
I
pegar.
put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free, and I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
¿Y su hijo te llamará tío y vendrá a visitarte en vacaciones? Venga, yo le hago
That's
eso.
what everyone likes. A casteless with a big mouth. But I didn't come for the joy of your company. I've been looking at my investments, and this one hasn't borne much gold. I'm giving you another week, precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Llevamos esto porque somos de la no casta. O sea, no tenemos casta y por eso nos ponen esto. Déjala de una vez y dime qué quieres que haga hoy. ¿Ves? Ha encontrado a alguien, te dije que lo conseguiría. Ten cuidado, Brad. Puede que dentro de poco no te necesitemos.
Everyone needs me. Because everyone has things they want, and my Carter, we're the ones who provide.
Dios, este señor es muy horrible.
But some whore's little sister. So shut up and do as you're told. Good guess. Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now.
Okay.
I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
Así una hostia te pegaba. Pa, pa, pa.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I've always tried, though. At least I've kept you from buying your future with what's between your legs. I should have told you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient. You've worked hard to keep him from throwing us out. I can only imagine the horrible things he's made you do. But there are a lot of desperate dwarves in Orzammar. He could buy any one of them to run messages and knock skulls. It's sheer folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly, they just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well.
No me acuerdo de nada.
Every year, more of the beasts come up from the deep roads. I've heard they've even been harrying the surface. Aye. They would even turn to humans for aid before us, it seems. There's been talk of an alliance against the Darkspawn. Even that the Grey Wardens have stepped up. But we don't have time for this now. Lesky must be waiting, and Barat won't like it if I'm late for my appointment. Money gives him power. He's got family on the
Me acuerdo que en este juego no hablo. O sea, elijo la voz para que me escuche mientras peleo. Pero en este juego la protagonista está todo el rato callada. Y hace...
So the guardsmen didn't care. Don't underestimate him. Barat has thugs who'd kill their own mothers just to work for him.
Okay.
As far as the nobles are concerned, he still stinks of Dust Town. He's got money now, but you can't buy caste, you know? No noblewoman would risk a dalliance with him. His only chance to join a noble family is to claim kinship with a concubine who bears a noble son. And that's what he wants more than anything. Don't you? Imagine what it would be like not to have people look at us like we're sewer sludge. To think our lives are worth something.
¿Qué te digo?
It wouldn't be the first time. Garrelon the Blood Risen was born casteless, you know, before he went to the surface. And he came back and won the throne. Many paragons have humble origins. All that matters is that the Assembly recognizes their achievements. And once they get that vote, they found their own house, and are as noble as if the ancestors themselves had made it so. Oh, don't pay attention to her. She's just a bitter old drunk. She also said you'd never learn to walk, or stop dumping in the bed. Make something of yourself just to spite her.
¡Qué grande!
Money gives him power.
A esto ya lo hemos... bla 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 bla. No hay...
and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care.
Qué ojazos que tengo, por favor.
You know how desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward. Yes. That is, I hope. He certainly seems charming. He treats me like a real lady, not just someone to tumble and forget. I don't want to say, in case I'm wrong. It just seems too
Phoenix.
mad to think of one of the most important men in Orzammar with someone like me.
Creo que le mola.
Time is rusting and I need to get dressed. These fashions will be the death of me. 100 buttons on each sleeve. And Lesky's probably already outside waiting for you.
Sí, sí, ya me voy. Ya me contentaría con no tener, vale.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Nos vemos. Es verdad, no me acordaba que era así, tipo... Puedes jugar desde varios puntos. Usa la rueda para bajar. Cuando estés en pausa, haz clic con el botón derecho, tal, no sé qué. Y así le da. Es verdad. Es verdad, no me acordaba, no me acordaba. Se veía así, qué guay. Bueno, no puedo cambiar los subtítulos, el tamaño. Hola, me he quedado aquí atascada. No puedo botillar. Ah, mira. Cofre,
Now's
abre.
better than later.
¿Hola?
I'll get on it.
Ah, puedo andar así. Qué raro.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
¿No puedo abrir? ¿En serio? Ah, coño, que tengo que acercarme más. No es que la gente se acerque y todo ese rollo. A ver, pulsa el icono o pulsa inventario. ¡Y! Vale, ¿qué? Para desactivar el arrasadas, pum. Se desnuda. Vale. Pero no me puedo hacer como esto. ¿Ves? Así. Yo. Vale, me voy a dejar por ahora con este. Plan a lo lejos. Vale, ¿y este qué número es? No lo sé. Vale, con esto se frena. ¿Quién eres tú?
Who's that?
Ah, esta es mi madre, la borracha.
Rika?
Enea,
Don't
tu
you talk to
hija.
me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself. What? You thought you'd get a seat on the assembly? Do what you're good for. Get your head in the smoke. Your father was like that too. You can try, but you'll never get it off you. Dust Town, it sticks to the skin. You don't bleed red enough for them, and nothing's gonna change that. All you can do is find some way.
La madre es la puta ama, ¿no? O sea, se podía morir. Así de claro, os lo cuento. Ay, ¿cómo se cambia de perspectiva? Quiero ver... tomar por culo. Vámonos. ¿Quién es este?
About sodding time. I was
Hostias.
starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Garau.
What? ¿Qué se moldea?
You're just jealous because you want the majesty of Lesky for yourself, you shameless hussy. What do you say? Oh, at least I'd have something to eat. But as much as I'd love to keep chatting, we better get down to business.
Sí, anda.
No such luck.
Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of
Yo,
the
como
smugglers
siempre,
is holding
siendo
out on him.
sarcástica y
Name's
metiéndome con la
Oskias,
gente.
Some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to
Tiene
find
la
the
voz
router and see
muy
what goods he's
parecida
holding
al
back.
doblador de... No me acuerdo del nombre, pero me acuerdo del nombre de su arma, Bianca. Es que me sale Barrick. De Barrick. Sí, es Barrick. Del enano del segundo juego. Que se llama Barrick y su arma se llama Bianca. ¿Alguna idea de dónde puede estar Oskias? ¿Qué clase de mercancías tenemos que buscar? Me cae bien.
All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters.
La señalé.
You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get.
Vale, ¿y qué hace?
Well, if he is skimming, we kill him, of course.
Obviamente.
Barat doesn't let anyone swindle him and live. Bringing his head on a plate is completely optional, though. We're not just killing him. First we take back anything he stole and then we kill him. Come on, you can feel bad later.
Ok.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
My friend. Vale. ¿Dónde estoy? Vale, así muevo la cámara. Vale, ¿tú qué eres? Vale, esta es mi casa. Tira para allá, anda. Vale, a ver, hasta que yo me acostumbre a jugar así otra vez después de milenios. Esto va a ser duro, hermanos. ¿Quién eres? Otro mendigo.
This is the end. A new archdemon is rising, and
¿Quién es
two
este?
bits for the needy. I've seen you before. You're one of Barat's girls, the one with the sword.
Sí.
You don't know from needy. Not until you're my age. I used to work in the mines, checking the new tunnels for bad air. Set me down with a candle, and there must have been a pocket of gas, because it went up like dragon's breath. Healer saved my life, but I can't half walk. What's a man supposed to do?
¿Cómo que perdiste las piernas? Hay algo que no me cuadra en esta historia porque te estoy viendo piernas.
You got some spare feet? If not, a silver would fill that void real nice. Ooh, you drive a hard bargain, soldier. You looking for someone to shine your shoes?
No, si tienes información
clean
de
your
esto.
pots, keep you warm at night. Is that what you're looking for? That's worth 10 bits, no? Barat don't like it when you do killings off his books. I don't know much, but I know that. So clear out, Duster. I wouldn't take your
Intimidación, la intimidación. Ok,
Humans say the Maker loves all of us. It doesn't matter what you're
cabrón. Vale.
What are you doing here?
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Branca in the deep roads.
Oh?
¿Branca?
Underbody, did they?
¿Alguien ha dicho
No,
Branca?
tools. Signs of camp, things like that.
Paragon or not, Bronca's dead. She's been gone 2 years.
Branca.
No one survives the deeps that long.
Va.
Good day there, sweetness. You looking to make a quick bit? You could be just what I'm after. You haven't even heard my offer, girl. You look like you've still got all your teeth, nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
Te voy a pegar una paliza. Por menos de 2.
You won't get a better price. I'm in demand.
No
Top
te
tooth
voy
and
a
wood shop
dar.
off the Diamond Quarter 4 years running. There are some who just take what they want off someone like you. I'm offering an honest deal.
No te voy a dar dientes.
No work's legitimate if they let you do it, sweetness. The assembly declared back in
Perdona,
Darbier's
le
reign
falta
that
hacer
it insults
pum,
the
pum,
ancestors
pum.
for casteless
Bitch.
to perform any work the recognized lineages can do. Now, do you want it or not? 1.5 silvers, and that's my best offer.
Gracious apologies, Master. We were just leaving. Right now. Forgive my friend. You know the vent fumes. They mess with the mind. We're very sorry to bother you. Now let's get back before you land us both in a cell.
¿Pero por qué? Iba a conseguir dinero, mierda. De verdad que no me deja interactuar. ¿Puedo comprar?
It's been a long time since the last Grey Warden visit.
Grey Warden aquí, Grey Warden. Ah, puedo controlar a mi miembro. Hola, mi miembro. Pero no quiero controlarte. A ver.
I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
De la patada que te voy a dar,
Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm castless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
Oh,
You like being denied the chance to do a job when you know you have strength and skill? You like having to beg? Or maybe you think being castless gives you a license to steal from those who do make an honest living. If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry.
No me quiero casar,
Orzammar is the only
gracias.
place in the world that will treat you like this.
Dijo ella. Yo soy, como siempre, el pensamiento de la protagonista.
There is no caste on the surface. Every dwarf there is a foreigner, so we all help each other. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way.
Ah, ¿en serio?
Fine. But try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
Ok, señor. A ver, no tengo un puto dinero. Puto caro todo. Que te peten. Ay. He activado. Da igual. A ver. Por aquí, ¿dónde voy? Por aquí hablo con
Watch
una.
yourself.
Uy.
The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes.
Ah.
We'll stand further back. I'm not going to
Pero
risk my
porque
position
tienen
by having
todo el
someone
mundo
see
como
near his
narices
robes.
muy grandes.
After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine
No me meto con
dresses
sus
for the head lady
narices.
Shaperate,
Solamente que es
Mother
que
tells me
coño,
they never considered
si
a
voy a
single
robar
good
cosas
candidate
me
for
van
the
a oler
position
de
of
lejos.
underwasher.
No está bien.
I am not casteless. I am an honorable member of the servant caste. I serve my betters as is my place, decided by the ancestors who granted my mother my birth. I am not a criminal.
Y yo sí.
You were once. Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born. They control Orzammar's memories. They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Casteless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
¿Por qué?
Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were
Voy a
written out of the
intentar
histories and deemed unworthy to join the
utilizar
ancestors.
los números.
Obviously they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born. As if I'd stop for you.
¿Dónde tenía que ir? Que había una taberna. I've been on it. Hola. Ah, mira. Tenía que ir ahí. Pues nada, habrá que ir. Espera, a ver, ¿puedo robar?
They say the warrior caste is hosting a proving so the Grey Wardens can look for candidates.
Vale, sí, han dicho algo de que hay Grey Wardens por aquí. Guerreros grises. Hey, ¿qué tal, primo?
I was saving that seat. That's real thoughtful, Ascaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Porque hemos venido a impedir cometas un grave error. Gracias si nos gusta, ¿ves? Pensamos que todavía no iba a enterar de eso. Digamos que tenemos un amigo en común.
Are you? Because that would be too much. I don't think I could handle.
¿El qué? Voy a decir la 2.
You're not here to kill me?
No. ¿Por qué?
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Entonces...
I haven't. I wouldn't.
¿Por qué tan nervioso?
I'm getting out of here. You two are mad. Barat knows I'd never betray him. I'll tell him myself.
You're not going anywhere.
Au,
Everyone who
me
isn't
mordió
about
mi
to die,
gato.
please turn around for a moment. This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen. This is murder.
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that?
Eh...
Then let me go. Tell Barat you killed me. I can run to the surface. He's never got to hear of me again. I'll give you the lyrium. Do whatever you want with it. Give it to Barat. Sell it yourself. I don't care.
Es que si
I'll get out of the business. Open a dry goods shop. He'll never know I'm still alive. Please. What would you want if it was you?
Venga, va, vete.
I swear.
Y mi amigo con cara de...
Thank you. You're as kind as you are beautiful. May the ancestors...
Hay que matarlo. Hay que matarlo. Vale. Misión actualizada. ¿Qué tenemos que decir? Le he perdonado la vida a Hostias. Es que Hostias, tío, tenía muchas hostias. Pero le has advertido que no debe volver nunca a Ozamar. ¿Crees que ha aprendido la lección? Es hora de ir a ver a Verad. Su tienda está en el barrio de... Ay, madre mía, qué mal puedo hablar contigo.
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oskias ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
También opino lo mismo. Demasiado tarde para estas alturas. Ojalá me hubiera marchado con él.
We should bring Barat the lyrium as proof of what Oskias was doing.
Ojalá me hubiera marchado con él. Pero no le voy a decir eso a mi amigo, hombre, es mi amigo. Esto que es barrio plebeyo, vale. Vale, vámonos para el barrio plebeyo. Now it's better than later. Estaba por aquí. Aquí.
Got it.
Got it.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Oskias?
Ha muerto. No sé. ¿Quedas dos pepitas? Venga, va, para que se...
That's all? I guess the Duster was smart enough to keep his main stash topside. And Oskias himself?
Muerto. 3.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters
Qué
this
cabrón.
afternoon.
Puto
And he says
dragón.
he saw something change hands between you and Oskias. And then the Duster Sodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped-up face brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says
Tiene mi
it's
mismo
not
peinado.
right. You wouldn't disagree with a lady, would you?
Right. I mean, no one's gonna say spit to you, Barat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Oskias somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
You think I'll trust you over my own blood? This one's been thinking to defy me since the day we met. Thinks she's got some big britches to fill. And she's never checked to see she doesn't have anything to put in them. You're both on loose sand with me.
Ah,
I'll give you one more chance.
pero cuánta mierda
One
en
job.
tanto poco segundo. Ah.
Not if you know what's healthy for you. This one, I want you invisible. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All
Pero
the
si
best
te he mentido
fighters,
y lo
last man
sabes.
standing, you know the
¿Por qué
sort.
sigues confiando en
They're
mí?
showing off for
Te
some
voy a volver a
brave
mentir.
warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
Ok. Aquí ha venido.
Topsiders see a couple of darkspawn, they start crying and running to Papa Orzammar.
Papa
They know
Orz.
dwarves are the best when it comes to darkspawn. So they're here to recruit a couple of bodies to prevent another blight. Because why should humans have to live with what we get every day?
Pues.
Then learn to sodding read. All you should care about is who wins that fight. There's a lot of
Vale.
coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Havaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off.
O sea, ¿quieres que
Understand?
haga?
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves.
Voy a.
to prevent
O sea,
illegal
entiendo lo que quiere
gambling.
que haga, pero.
So first, you'll have to find Havaired, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minor
Y.
comes up,
Matarlo.
I want you to slip this drug into the
So-
bastard's water.
Matarlo,
It'll slow his
básicamente.
reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
Ok. Eso es
He
una
should have an
pregunta.
alcove for his pre-fight preparation.
Una pregunta
All the fighters
importante.
are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me.
Vale. ¿Cómo
You'll
encuentro?
be in the fighters' quarters under the stands.
Vale.
He's the kind of warrior who wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd. You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't
No.
let him know what you're doing. Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug.
Ok, perfecto. Muy bien.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life.
Vale.
If I don't see Havaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Ok. Te he entendido absolutamente todo. ¿Y tú quién
You
eres?
ask too many questions. All you've got to know how to say is, I'm mistress.
¿Quién eres?
You don't recognize me?
No.
You know Jarvia, right? Barat's favorite lieutenant and the only person he trusts in all of Orzammar. You know
No tengo ni chorra quién es Jarvia. Me suena un montón el nombre.
All you need to know is that
Me suena
I'm
el nombre,
Barat when
pero-
Barat's not here, and I'm getting
Y
mighty
además estoy haciendo
impatient.
preguntas solamente por el hecho de que ha dicho haces muchas preguntas. Lo único que tienes que decir es sí, señora. No, pregunto.
I think it's way past time we were going. Don't smile on you, Jarvia.
Get out!
Qué grande. Vale. Vale. ¿Hay un muerto aquí? Ah, ¿esto es un muerto o...? Ah, vale, es una armadura. ¿Quién eres? Ah, es un guardia.
They should send someone to pick up the trash.
La atrás soy yo, ¿verdad? Pito perraco de mierda. Vale. La lava muy verídica. ¿Qué tiene que haber? Una gallo, tío. Una...
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds. Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Vale. ¡Ey! Así es como entro. Vale, ya soy dentro. El señor corre mucho, vale. Vale, voy a andar un momento así. No me gusta mucho andar.
Did you see that first bout? Astar's helmet practically shattered. A dull bow still has the ancestors' favor.
Vale. Me gusta mucho andar así. Por aquí es por donde tengo que ir.
Stone's Embrace. That's one of them. One of the Grey Wardens.
¿Dónde?
I
¿Dónde?
dare you to go over and talk to him. Say, welcome to Orzammar, Warden, sir. May I drink your bathwater?
¿Dónde que lo digo? A ver, a ver. ¡Ay! Aquí, Duncan.
Stone met, and blessings on your house.
Por favor,
That
por
was
favor,
the
¿puedo
proper greeting
decirle
for an
eso?
outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed? Or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely?
Venga, voy a ser amable. Voy a poner el 3.
You're not here for the proving, are you? I believe the fighters were introduced earlier. My name is Duncan. I'd say of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know
Es
them.
la persona más alta que
Pleased to meet
conozco.
you. Of course. That's what the face brand means then. I remember that now.
Sí.
The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best Wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here, and I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
Adiós. Lo he saludado,
I can't believe you talked to him. A Grey Warden.
Que me has dicho cosas y yo... Pues... he ido por ello. ¿Esto qué es? Aquí no puedo pasar, pero veo que hay un pasillo. ¿Por aquí? Señor, ¿qué coño hace?
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose.
Madre mía,
Rod's
loco.
gonna kill us if we slip up here. He's already jumpy enough after that stunt with Oscias. Hey, I just had an idea.
¿Qué?
That's much better than my idea. I was gonna say we should go up in the stands and start a rock slide, but you're brilliant. You'll be a Verd. You'll go out in his armor, keep down the visor, and fight in his name. He wins, Barat wins, everybody wins. Except all the warrior caste braggarts you leave kissing dust. I, Sodding, love the way you think, my friend. I was afraid Barat was going to kill us.
Voy a poner todo en cuenta y dale. No, no voy a
You've got a
narcotizarlo.
heart of steel, Soraka. Get in the armor.
Bout 3 is next.
¿Y cómo? A ver.
Minar versus the warrior of Eres. Fighters, report to the ring.
El otro está súper borracho ahí.
Make sure you have everything and go tell the proving guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
Vale, a ver, a ver. Ah, vale, que todavía no he cogido. No, no, yo ya me estaba poniendo nervioso en modo... No. Tomar todo. Vale. Me tengo que poner las cosas. Yermo. Las botas y armadura. Ah, vale. Normal que nadie sepa quién coño soy. No. Esto. Y maza... Maza de Belén, este no... Vale, tengo la maza y tengo un hacha. Vale, estos son 2 manos, ¿no? ¿Y si tengo la maza? Creo que prefiero la hacha. Estoy viendo aquí los numeritos. Vale, me voy a poner así. Ya estoy, ¿qué tal me ves? Ya voy, primo, ya voy. Pero era para decirte qué tal me ves. Y doy el pego, cara patata. Aquí no hay nadie, ¿verdad? Vámonos, tengo que pegarme con alguien. ¿Por dónde era? Ah, por aquí. Ah, es verdad, coño, me acabo de dar cuenta de esto. Hola, ¿qué tal?
May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready?
Ya.
As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar. For our honored guests, the Grey Warden. Warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Kar Ellerin.
Ok.
You honor me with this fight.
Pero mírame a mí, o sea. Soy todo cubierto. No sabía qué decir. Me he quedado con cara de... What? Fight. Pues, a ver, pausa. Ay, estoy aturdido, me cago en su puñetera estampa. A ver, mi vida es lo rojo, vale, mi vida es lo rojo, no pasa nada, tengo bastante vida. Hola, ¿en serio fallo? ¿En serio fallo? Y me voy corriendo. Vamos. Toma, eso ha sido duro para ti, primo. Lo he matado. Pim pam, toma las gasitos.
A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Everd, son of Galton,
mira las personitas.
journeyman division champion, Adalbo.
¿En serio? ¿Tengo que seguir enfrentándome a gente?
May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Fight. Vamos. En serio, odio cuando falla. Vamos. ¿Qué pelea tan intensa. Alright. Ay. Vaya.
The winner is
ENEA.
The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Eres, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance.
Porque yo estoy tan sumamente metida en un montón de cosas.
First warrior to fall.
Le quitas toda la gracia al asunto. Estaba a punto de decir.
Fight.
Ay. Ay. Vamos, maldita sea, tío. Lo de fallar es espectacular, Vamos. Dale, cañita. Iba a meter una pelea sucia, pero... Yo. Otra vez. Venga, otro.
Went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Ered will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring.
Pero he matado a todo Dios. Ay, Dios.
I'm out already?
Ay, Dios.
Hey! That's my armor! Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred... Wait! I know that man! That's Ered! Then, what imposter did I fight?
Vale, no lo he matado. Vale. Es posible que... Soy hora de arrestar a ese farsante.
Nay, this man has Ered's perfect likeness. If you would have me believe
yo lo intento, Uy. Toma por culo. Yo muestro todo. Y os voy a matar a todos. Venga, va. Joder, cuánta gente. Soy yo. Mira. Ay, mira cómo se pone ahí súper nervioso. ¡No! ¡Muerte y destrucción! Ahora hacen así. Y él en plan...
You insult the very nature of this proving. Guards, take this filth away.
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden. But this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This woman is no warrior. She is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. Her very footsteps pollute the stone. She has no place here.
Except as your champion.
Oh, no he entendido muy bien qué quería decir.
Are you awake yet? Psst. Can you hear me?
Sí, te puedo oír, pero no te puedo ver. ¿Eres un fantasma?
How hard did they sodding hit you anyway?
Que tiene la voz de... Tiene... ¿Cómo has llegado aquí?
As soon as everyone saw your face, Brand, the place went mad. Shut all the doors, examined everyone for family and
Yo
caste.
juraría que es el mismo doblador que va Rick.
We must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, you know, about Barat.
Me iría por rica, tenemos que dar...
You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall. And they confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that.
¿Quién eres? Harvia. ¿Y yo quién eres?
You might want to watch your words, Duster. They might be the last ones you'll get.
Es que es lo que he pensado, tío.
Don't dig us in deeper by insulting Barat's top lieutenant.
You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you. You're not in their cells anymore. And I don't think I appreciate the time and money it took to bribe the right people to get you back. You've got every guardsman at that proving thinking if he takes your head off, the ancestors will bless him forever. But they know whose hand holds the whip. When Barat claimed you, they knew who's going to get to watch your last breath. You risked exposing him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together. Sorry we had to put you in separate cells, or I'd suggest you have a last tumble. Barat'll be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
Es mi amigo, o sea... Cada vez que ganas un nivel, tu personaje adquiere nuevas aptitudes. Mejora, haz clic al botón izquierdo del botón. Vale. Vale, perfecto.
You're giving me a headache. Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm not supposed to talk to you. Mistress Jarvia, she said wait here till the boss gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're probably just upset. I remember one time when Mistress Jarvia was mad at me. She didn't lock me up, but she yelled a lot. And she hit me on the head. But it was real nice of her not to kill me.
Vale. Pues ahora voy a abrir yo. What? Me encanta porque el otro está en modo nervio. Déjame salir, déjame salir. Déjeme salir, déjeme salir.
Now's better than later.
We can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
Ah, vale, o sea que tengo que matar a todos. ¿Habrá que matar a todos? Yo no soy la que... A ver, el hacha da 6 y este da 4. Vale. Vale. Vale, pues tú dabas. Y cataplasma aquí. Vale. Vamos a subir una de fuerza, destreza y astucia. Sí, vale. Y ahora vamos a ponernos esto. Y a ponernos así. Perfecto, vámonos. Vamos a ir por aquí. A ver qué hay aquí. No, por aquí es la salida y tenemos que matar a todo el mundo que sepa lo que hemos hecho, bla 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 bla. Cierto. Nos lo acaba de decir el señor. Vale, a ver. Aquí. Vale. Vamos a ir en sigilo.
Ready.
No se puede activar ese... Vale, nada. Ves aquí y tú aquí.
It's a good day to die. Got it. Let me see some blood.
Se ha quedado aquí totalmente out of battery. Sí. Muerto. Perfecto. Como todo. Como todo. Tengo un mazo. Como todo. Tomo todo.
All right.
Ya me cae mal la voz. All right. El mazo. Ah, requiere 18 de fuerza. Vale. Poción lirio. Esto es para las... Vale, es lo mismo. ¿Tú cuánto tienes de fuerza? Tampoco puedes utilizarlo. Pues... Sigues teniendo 2. Vale. Mírame. El tío se va a correr que te corre. Vamos. Corre. Antes de que maten a este. Vale, ahora este. Bueno, en verdad. Va, da igual. You're pathetic. Madre mía, qué agresiva. Sí. Tengo tu back. Pero podrías quedarte conmigo, ¿sabes? O sea, no irte corriendo. Porque a lo mejor, solo a lo mejor, no sé. Necesito que estés a mi lado. Vale, ¿cuánto? 10 de fuerza. Este... Vale. Vale, más bueno el que tengo puesto. Y es... más bueno este. Y no puedo. Ah, sí que puedo. Vale. Sigo 18 de fuerza. Vale, pero este sí que... A ver, ¿cuánto? 5. Vale, bueno. Pero este sí que se lo puede poner él. Y con esto. Y los guantes son iguales. Y esto es... El usuario recoge una pequeña cantidad de vigor. Los lanzadores de hechizos no ganan ningún beneficio de estos champiñones. Vale. Tengo esta. Esta. Gracias. Que también me la pondré aquí. Vale. Por todo lo demás... Más cercar, ¿no? Ya no hay nada. Vale. Estamos curados del todo. Todo perfecto. Venga, vamos. Vale. Fuck, la puñetera trampa. La locura de la Reaper. Vale, cúrate, por favor. Mata a este. Matemos todos a este. Vamos a enfocarnos en este, luego en este. Bueno, yo me enfoco en este. Vale, estamos bien. Creo que viene alguien corriendo. Vale, vamos. Pero... Mátalo, por favor. Viene demasiada gente. Viene demasiada puta gente. Tomar todo. Tomar todo. Vale, no me acordaba que podía poner Tentol. Estoy trozando. Vale, tú estás pegándole a este. Vale, ahora tengo a todos en el mundo. Vale, monedilla. Vale. Voy a matar a la vez. Toma ya. No lo voy a matar a la vez. No chance at all, baby. Pues nada. ¿Cómo lo aniquilo a todo Dios, tío? Soy la ama de todo. Dame más. Uf, me pone nerviosa ya, ¿eh? Ya me está poniendo nerviosa la chica esta. Se me está llenando las cosas. Cuando pueda vender... Madre mía, me voy a volver rica, loco. ¿Dónde están las trampas? Vale, a ver. Ahí. Vale. Voy a ir por aquí. Menos mal. Menos mal que he venido por aquí. Logro desbloqueado. Cerrajería. Vale. Ay. Hola, muévete. Huyons. Vale, aquí no puedo entrar. Pues iré por aquí. Y esto es una puerta que se puede abrir. Vale. Ha guardado, ¿eh?
I'm cutting the whore free. If that freak of a sister of hers can't stay in her place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean. She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks.
Desagradable.
What sod all is that doing out of its cage? Come on, boys. The little whore needs to learn her place.
Voy a matar. Os voy a matar. Os voy a matar. Y os voy a matar. Vale. Vamos a empezar con esto. Y luego esto. Vamos, por favor. Ah, estoy aturdida. Miércoles. Vale, voy a matar a este. Vale. Vamos. Va a matar a mi amigo, pero bueno, que no me quedan más. No me quedan más. No, tío, no te aturdas. Vamos. ¿Tengo algo para que me cure? Poción de lirio, no. Esto para hacer... ¡Vamos! Eso ha sido... El champiñón ha sido lo máximo. Espero que no mueras. Por eso lo digo todo.
Whoa. Don't push it, Salraka. Barat kept his place by making sure it was always dusters like us who took the fall. Right now, half of Orzammar knows who you are. We've got to lay low for a while. Well, he sure was talking like she's still alive. But I won't turn down the chance to go take another peek. Hey, could you tell Rika I killed him? I mean, it doesn't do you any good if she thinks you're the most virile warrior in all the stone. An excellent point. Now let's go find somewhere to hide.
Sí, vámonos, anda. Vámonos, vámonos. ¿No hay nada que pueda coger? Sí, por favor. ¿Qué es esto de cinturón? Cinturón. Dámelo. Dámelo, loco. No hay ninguno que sea mejor. No. No. Perfecto. Así, viendo un poquito por así, tal, para coger cosas. Qué guapa que soy. Vamos, es que soy perfecta. Da igual lo que sea. Eso me llama la atención, esto de aquí. ¿Puedo abrirla? Ah, sí. ¿Puedo abrirlo? Ah, sí. ¿Puedo abrirlo? Ah, alfombra de seda. What? Se la daré a Rica, yo qué sé. Como alfombra de seda. Ok. La chica se emociona con su back. Vale, esto ya es tierra de los altos. ¿Vale? Aquí había una... Vale, ya sé dónde estábamos. Hola. ¿Qué tal?
You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me.
Sí, sí, sí. No te van a proteger, loca. No te van a proteger, loca.
There they are! Seize the fugitives! Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist.
¿Es mi hermana?
You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
One moment, my friend. Did you not suggest this Barat might have arranged their convenient escape?
Regardless, the penalty for impersonating a higher caste is death.
If Barat is as influential as you say, perhaps he also masterminded this Ever's impersonation.
Sí, 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 totalmente. Tengo que decirlo.
Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if she hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated her courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential
me da la sensación de que soy de la misma altura que Duncan, pero en verdad tengo que ser más baja, soy una enana. Entonces me siento un poco incómoda en esta situación. Pero a la vez agradable, porque soy superior a Duncan. Aunque la superioridad no va con la altura, ya lo voy a decir. Estás proponiéndome que me una a los... ¿Qué me decís todo eso? Que os va en ello.
Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This woman is wanted for treason. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people. But it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight.
¿Dónde está Truco?
While it is no trick, it is a dangerous life. I can promise you no guarantee of safety. I can also give you nothing in return for these hazards. In joining me, you leave all you know behind.
Véase a Rica.
And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Rica.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best.
¿Qué haces aquí?
When I heard you'd been arrested, I ran straight to the Proving Grounds. But you'd already disappeared. That's when Sir Duncan said he wanted to invite you into the Grey Wardens. I almost fell over. Those are the rules of the Order. All Wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, Maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return. Yes. He calls me his Amber Rose. Isn't that sweet? He has a voice like a poet.
No sé
He's
yo,
already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me. I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn. But if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask. Go. Tell Duncan you're ready to be something more than a whore's little sister.
Hola, que dura consigo misma.
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you? Oh, if wishes only made it so, Solraka. But think about it. We killed Barat. You think his family will still trade with us? We'd need to build up the whole thing from scratch. And plenty more folks will be coming after us. And I'm not talking single combat. I'm talking armies. No, Duster. If you stay here, you're more likely to end up on the headsman's block than sitting pretty in Barat's estate.
Es que quiero que vengas conmigo también.
Everyone in that proving fought Darkspawn, and you sure flogged them. Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky'll take care of it.
Cabrón, es que un cabrón, tío.
She'll be the first one telling you to go. She never wanted this to be your life.
Sí.
Well, go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
Cabrón, o sea, en el fondo... Bueno, a ver, ya he hablado con los importantes, me voy con...
Have you spoken with your friend and sister?
Sí. Estoy tentada por decirle, están equivocados, mi lugar es junto a ellos, a ver qué ocurre. Y lo voy a hacer.
Then you cannot interfere, Duncan. Guards, arrest her now. This time, shackle her.
With the Blight upon us, I cannot afford to waste such talent. Our agreements with the Assembly of Orzammar give the Grey Wardens the right to conscript any warriors we require. This woman's clever mind and quick hand would strengthen our order. And I'm conscripting her to join. I'm afraid I can. I'm sorry you do not come willingly, but you will come.
En verdad quería ir, ¿sabes? Pero para ver para las posibilidades, dialoguitas y esas cosas.
As a fresh start. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality.
Vale. Soy más alta de lo normal. No sé, es que estoy todo el rato...
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands.
Me está viniendo todo.
We make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Es que los enanos, tío, yo me los imagino más bajos. A ver, no en plan me llegan a la rodilla.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
This is she?
There's no need to be so forward.
Hola, bombón.
We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are
Va,
desperate
vamos
to
a ir
bolster
de
their
guays.
numbers, and I,
Aquí.
for one, am glad to help them.
Somos un poco
It's good
capullas,
to see one of
pero...
the honorable stout folk outside Audemars.
Ah...
Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime. I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Audemars. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days? Good. I hope to work with him as well as my father did. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Ostagar.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I
No
should
voy a
return to
decir,
my
eres
town. Loghain
señor
waits
de los
eagerly
humanos.
to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do.
I suppose.
I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Yo todavía no soy una guardia gris.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here. Despite the victory so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Without delay. No me importaría comer una comida
Every
calentita.
recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
¿Puedo comer antes?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary. No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you
Tengo
need
que
to.
confesar una cosa. Alistair es uno de mis personajes favoritos de esta saga. Alistair y otra persona. Y muchas más. O sea, yo soy súper fan también de este juego. Pero Alistair en la patata siempre estará. Fue... Bueno, no voy a decir nada. Pero acabamos este capítulo aquí. Hemos visto el inicio de ser una elfa sin casta. Y creo que recordar... No he jugado nunca siendo una elfa sin casta. ¡Qué vergüenza! Bueno, pues nada, lo dejamos por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado. Espero que... no sé. que me digáis qué pensamientos tenéis, qué queréis que sea, mala, buena. Yo pienso que seré un poco como poco borde y a la vez, bueno, vale, ok. A veces bien, a veces mal, a veces te corto la cabeza, a veces, pues mira, me caes bien. Creo que voy a ser así, por enanismo, ya. Ha sonado muy mal. Por cómo yo me imagino que son los enanos. Un poco bordes y luego, en el fondo, cuando los llegas a conocer, son súper majos. Como personas normales y corrientes. Porque hay veces hay personas que son súper bordes, luego son pan. Son pan. Estoy viendo esto que brilla y lo necesito hacer. Y lo necesito hacer. Así que, bueno, cuestión. Que espero que os la hayáis pasado bien. Y nos vemos en el siguiente. ¡Hasta luego!